You guys ready? All right. Do you need this? Okay. Nick Catanus is a professional life coach that has changed and transformed hundreds of millions of thousands of lives through his transformational work. He's joined by Kevin. Give it up.
All right, hello everybody. My name is Nick Catanus. I am a thought leader, a life coach, and a motivational speaker.
My name is Kevin.
And I'm incredibly excited for you guys to come join us for the Unlock Your Unstoppable event to transform all of your lives. Now, this is my promise to you. After this workshop, you will grow richer, you will be happier, and I promise that you will never die. Okay? If you guys are feeling me, let me hear you say woo. Come on. Kevin, could you?
Sorry.
Thank you. A little quieter on that one. Okay, thanks a lot. Now, we're all here for one thing, okay? We all want to feel more. We want to live more. We want to be more. But sometimes we feel less than, right? Sometimes we feel like we get knocked down, right? How many of you have ever felt like you got knocked down before? Huh? How many of you have ever been made fun of before? Raise your hands. Wow, what a bunch of losers. I really seriously thought that just Kevin was going to raise his hand on that one. We don't make fun of him on that, but he didn't, so we got a lot of work to do here. Okay, wow. This has kind of derailed the whole presentation, actually.
Everything's fine.
You fine? Okay.
Yeah,
you know what? Let's jump into the first exercise, okay? Because I think are you guys ready to transform your lives? Let me hear you. I don't think that's enough. Come on, let me hear you. Where you at? Again, Kevin, if you can just
I'm sorry, I got so excited.
calm down on that. Okay. Let's jump into the first exercise, which is called Project Your Pain, okay? Now, when we feel pain, right, we want to hold on to it, right? And yeah, of course, we could confront our feelings. We could work through that process. But that's really hard, and it's kind of boring, isn't it? It's much easier to project your pain onto somebody else, like Kevin, for example. So let's give this a shot, okay? I want everybody to think of something that you don't like about yourself. This is kind of fun. Think of a word that comes to mind there, okay? Now hold that word in your mind. Now this is an anonymous exercise. I'm not going to single anyone out at all. I'm not going to ask anybody at all to say what their word is. Ali, what's your word?
Mean.
Mean. Okay, perfect. Let's try this. Okay, I want everybody to project mean onto Kevin. So this is what we're going to do. On the count of 3, say, Kevin is mean. 1, 2, 3. Kevin is mean. How'd that make you guys feel? Let me hear it. Okay, it felt okay. How about you, Kevin? How do you feel?
I feel empowered and insightful and strong. Oh, guys.
Okay, Kevin, that's enough. Now, if you don't have a Kevin to project your pain onto, maybe you have a Tim or an Ali. And if you don't have one of those, then you're going to have to do something else. You're going to have to push through the pain, okay? Now, think about this like you're going to the gym and you're going to do bench press, right? Maybe you're doing 100 pounds or 125 pounds like what I can do. Kevin, how much do you bench press?
175.
What?
Yeah.
You do not look that strong.
Thank you.
Okay, you know what? It's not about the 1 rep max. It's about stamina and how many you can do in a row.
14.
Okay?
I do 14. Because, if you're doing it and nobody's spotting you and you just have to keep going, because otherwise it chokes you. And you have to keep... So I'm up to 14 now.
Mouth.
Okay.
Shut your mouth.
I'm sorry.
You're always lying and you're making everybody else feel uncomfortable.
It's not, that's real. That's real.
I definitely bench press more than you do.
Yes, probably.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Where was it? Okay, you know what? Next thing, quit your job to follow your passions. Okay? Now, I'll give Kevin as an example here. You quit your job to follow your passions to help me follow my passions. Tell everybody how miserable you were before that.
Well, I graduated summa cum laude from Harvard. And then I was an investment banker, which was great. And I actually had a lot of insurance. And my family was very well taken care of. And that went well for a very long time. And then Nate showed up and I said...
All right, everybody give it up for Kevin. That sounds amazing. What a journey. Hand-molded, handcrafted by Moi, right? Okay, so great example of quitting your job to follow your passions. I want every one of you to quit your job today to follow your passions, no matter what it is, okay? Unless it's brewing craft beer. Because I just feel like there's just too much of that stuff, right? There's a lot of craft beer out there, isn't it?
It's a lot.
Okay, so everybody else, though, quit your job, follow your passions, unless it's that. All right? Fair enough?
Get it.
Now, next thing. You might be saying, Nate, I am afraid. I feel fearful, okay? Maybe they won't like my bottled water for pets product idea. Or perhaps there's no market for, DJs for a funeral service, okay?
Why?
And maybe you're afraid that people are going to make fun of you for failing. Okay, well, you know what? I get it. I've been made fun of before, okay? People used to make fun of me for my name.
Oh, like Catanus.
Nate.
Yep.
People would make fun of me all the time. They would say things like, wow, you're so rugged and tough. Why don't you go back to nature where you belong? Or you're so big and strong. Who are you, Arnold Schwarzenegger? They would say things like that.
Like the Terminator. Terminator 2.
They would never say anything like that because I've never been made fun of before, but I feel like it's important when manipulating people, motivating people, that you appear relatable and venerable. And I think I just did that for you. Now, if you do fail, then blame somebody else. I blame Kevin all the time. And you can use a technique called the blame sandwich. Here's what it is. You've got the bottom slice of bread, which is the character flaw. Kevin is a liar, right? Just as an example. And then in the middle, you've got the meat and cheese, which is how the character flaw makes everybody else feel around them. Kevin is a liar, and it's really making me look bad. And then, of course, the top slice of bread, because we're not heathens, this isn't an open-faced sandwich, okay? This is an American sandwich. You've got I get a big assumption, okay? So let's put it all together. So Kevin is a liar. It's making me look bad, and it's probably because he hates little kittens, okay? So that's the blame sandwich.
Probably.
That's what that looks like. Now, once you've transformed your life, you're ready to transform the lives of everyone else around you, whether they've asked for it or not, okay? Now, it's important to have a motivational toolkit, and here's a couple of the things that are on my motivational toolkit. Let's take a look at here. We have a face mic, of course. You have your uncomfortably tight shirt. That's uncomfortable for me and for you. Gold bling, spray tan, and of course Photoshop pictures of you in front of cars you can't afford. Now there are some other things that you will want to get rid of if you have them. Modesty, we don't want that. No. Self and social awareness. And of course social media posts without using the hashtag grind or hustle, okay?
How?
Finally, one big thing that you will definitely want to transform others' lives is an assistant. Get one, okay?
What's up, buddy?
They're great. They look bad, and that makes you look good, right? So Kevin, why don't you talk about some of your strategies for making me look good?
Yes. So I just try to be agreeable. I try to take notes all the time because he forgets things. I make sure everything is smaller than Nate so that he feels big. I like to slouch down so he can't see me in the evening times. And then sometimes I'll call his mom. We'll just hang out. We have teas. Like last week we had crumpets on the porch. It was nice. It was her birthday. And I brought her a cake. It was a cake that came with little teeny people. I think it was a wedding cake, but they said it's a people cake. And I said, sure. So I got the people cake and I brought it to his mom's house and we just hung out for a little while.
I think we all get the idea. Once you have an assistant and the motivational toolkit and the mindset right, you are ready to take the stage. But you're going to need an epic intro before you walk out on that stage. And an epic intro always comes with an epic, sweet-ass song, okay? And a sweet finishing move. So let's give this a shot. I'm going to show you guys exactly what this looks like, okay? Go ahead and cue the music, Ashley. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Nate Catanus. All right, go ahead and cut the music. They get the idea. You're welcome, everyone. Okay, now, this is so important. I think that anybody can do this if they try hard enough, that we're going to give an intro to Kevin. Do you guys want to see Kevin's intro? All right. I queued up the song for him. He doesn't know what it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and cue the song. Give it up for Kevin Kevins.
Hey! Hi! Hello!
What are you doing? Stop. Cut the music.
Hi.
That was horrendous.
How
Stop,
are you?
Kevin. That's not what you do.
What's
That
up,
was
man?
horrendous. I'm sorry. That's embarrassing for him and embarrassing for all of you. I apologize. Do not do that. I think I gave you something to look for and to achieve, but just kind of avoid that whole thing. Let's just kind of 86 that from our brains. I want to wrap this up, okay? The last thing here is, even if you can't transform others' lives, even if you don't have the toolkit, even if you feel like a loser, like Kevin, remember this: lose better than anyone else. At least you'll win at something. All right. My name is Catanus.
And my name is Kevin.
Thank you so much. Have a great night. All right.